Hi, some thoughts for today, the 13th Sunday in Trinity. Greece's claim on Aegean is an act of war, says Turkey. Israeli tanks hit Hamas military posts in Gaza Strip. Trump is toxic, says Joe Biden. In Portland, Oregon, a member of the far right shot dead. Kenosha, Wisconsin, the scene of shootings last week. Stand up to China over Taiwan. Pupils lash out at China's ban on Mongolian lessons. The former Soviet state of Belarus in turmoil since its leader, President Lukashenko, claimed a landslide victory. Tensions continue to mount on the China-India border. Just some of the stories from the newspapers over this last week, highlighting divisions and the hardening of opposing sides. Yet every day at my morning prayer, I say the headline from Psalm 95, "Oh, that today you would listen to my voice. Harden not your hearts, harden not your hearts." On Thursday this week, we remember Mother Teresa of Calcutta. At the age of 18, she joined a religious community, the Sisters of Loreto. After years of prayer and monastic discipline, she heard a call within the call to minister to Christ amongst the poorest of the poor in Calcutta in India. Moved with compassion for those who were dying in the streets, Mother Teresa took them in and gave them basic care. Then on Friday, September the 11th, we remember in 2001 the terrorist attacks on the World Trade Center and the United States Pentagon, where nearly 3,000 people died. Within the space of 24 hours, we are celebrating the effects of a gentle and compassionate heart to commiserating over the effects of a hard and deadly heart. Two hearts, one given for saving life, another to taking life away. Harden not your hearts, cries the writer of the psalm. Mother Teresa said, "We cannot do great things, only small things with great love. What is important is not how much you do, but how much love you put into doing it." So like the writer of the psalm, like Jesus, Mother Teresa is reminding us to have a heart that is both open and compassionate. We all know that the absence of rain turns the best ground into a desert. Sometimes when the rain eventually comes, the ground is so hard it cannot penetrate, and instead of being a lifesaver, it is a herald of destruction, bringing flash flooding and chaos. The same occurs with the human heart. Hard-heartedness gives us a measure of being invulnerable, a heart that cannot respond, cannot love. Such a closed heart becomes a wilderness. It cannot receive, cannot be reached, whereas an open heart is a real blessing. True, it makes us vulnerable and can be hurt, but an open heart can be reached, moved and warmed. It is able to receive. It can respond to another's sorrow and joy. Instead of a wilderness, it can burst into life like a garden in spring. Jesus throughout his life was continually trying to open hearts, to get people to see differently, to see beyond the barriers of race, status, health, and to have hearts that would welcome and receive. Harden not your hearts. Oscar Wilde, when he was sentenced to prison, was asked what he feared most. He replied, "The most terrible thing is not that it might break one's heart. Hearts are made to be broken, but that it might turn one's heart to stone." We know what hard hearts can do. Every gun fired, every explosion gives us a painful reminder. Mother Teresa pleads, today the suffering of the world are looking up at us. Do we look at them with compassion? Do we have compassion for those who are hungry? They are hungry not only for bread and rice, they are hungry to be recognized as human beings. They are hungry for us to know that they have their dignity. They want to be treated as we are treated. They are hungry for love. Two hearts, two responses. One open, one closed. One gentle, one hard. One to heal, one to hurt. One to notice, one to ignore. The psalmist, God in Jesus, cries out from so many parts of the world, harden not your hearts. Oh, that today you would listen to my voice. Harden not your hearts. Please. Keep well, keep safe, and God bless.